Hey, ladies and gentlemen, just taking you through a typical day collecting from machines. If you look here, I'm going into a local pizza place. I have a triple shop that has gumballs, peanut M&Ms, and Skittles. Um, I also have a peppermint machine that I did not check because I forgot the key, so I'll have to come back. That doesn't get much business, so this is a 1 month collection. You can see I got my bag. First thing I typically do is I clean it up, spray it off, make sure all of the mechanisms are working properly, and do get kind of dirty depending on where they're at. Let's take a look and see what kind of coinage I got in here. Did check the peppermint patty, just make sure it's working, even though I don't have the key for it today. So let's take a look. Some decent cordage, some spillover. Not quite sure I like these bins, or if I just like it falling on the candy at the bottom. You got to be careful with those. You got to put them in the two side ones in first and then the middle one. Some definite spillage. Decent month. I think it was around 25 total. Not a big fan of the candy, but since this one does over 20 a month, typically I let it go and I don't switch it out to toy capsules. Now this is my first video, so you can kind of see the camera work is not the greatest. In fact, this whole video was filmed upside down, but I did edit it so that it was turned right side up. Now I'm going to fill the candy, needed some gumballs, needed some peanut M&Ms. Didn't really need Skittles, plus I didn't have any, so I'll have to get that next time. Close it up, make sure I pull it forward, put the chair back, out the door. On to another stop after this. Little Italian joint. Got a Pokeball and a Squishland in there. This is a 2-week collection. Once again, I'm cleaning it off, making sure it's not dirty. Grabbing a bag. I like to put all the quarters in a bag and then count them up when I get to the car. Not too bad of a draw. For 2 weeks, you'll see sometimes those drawers get stuck. Be decent for 2 weeks in the Pokeballs. This place is pretty busy, so I typically try to get in and out as quickly as I can. Next up, we have a Mexican restaurant close to the downtown area of the city I live by. It's another 2-week collection. Getting a tad better at videoing with the camera around my neck. And I guess since I was just here 2 weeks ago, I don't think I cleaned this off. It wasn't too dirty. But you see a pretty decent amount of quarters in there. Not the most I've seen in this place, but definitely decent for 2 weeks. And I skedaddled out of there pretty quickly because they are another busy place too. And I happened to be around lunch hour, so I didn't want to cause any problems. Alright, this place I'm not so sure about. It's a Mediterranean grocery store. The owner wanted me to keep it outside, and he takes it in every day. It's a lot of work for him. Not quite sure if it's going to work out. It gets really dirty sitting outside. And this was a 1 month collection, and you'll see that there's just hardly anything selling there. So I'll probably give it another month and then relocate it to a different location. You can see 50 cents in there. Maybe $1. So in a month's time, that's just I shoot for $15, $20 at least a month to justify a location. So not worthwhile. But we'll give it another month and see how it does. Here's a pictures of some lawn care accounts that I did. I typically do 60 cuts a week. I also have a lemonade business, and the 2 weeks around July are our busiest time. So